Got a few toys tonight. Let's see who's here. Looks like 73 Buick Man's on. Neil's here with us and ready to go. 50 Chevrolet is on. Glad you guys are here and ready to check some things out. Just have a few things out tonight. It's been kind of a crazy day. Not a real productive day, but just kind of a crazy day. But didn't want to miss you guys tonight, so I grabbed a couple little things that I picked up at the auction last week that I wanted to share with you. We'll catch tonight. Just didn't have a lot of time to get a nice selection ready for tonight. Right before we went on, I realized there's like 3 more boxes of stuff back there from an auction we went to in November that we shared with you that we haven't even showed you on Toy Tuesday yet. So lots of cool stuff coming up yet. Kenny's here with us tonight. So like I said, maybe a little bit shorter episode tonight. We'll see how much you guys have to say. But we're going to check out a few cool things that I picked up recently for my collection. We'll start off with a license plate that looks is kind of a little bit different. Then we'll catch a couple of toys, including one in the box that I bought for myself last week at the auction. Now, I've got a lot of other cool toys that I bought at the auction last week, but I'm not going to show you those on Toy Tuesday because that's the stuff that I told myself, you can't keep it. It's for you guys. So it's going to be auction stuff, maybe some raffle stuff. So we got some cool stuff coming up there too. You're not going to want to miss that on Sunday night. So Ken's here with us and ready to go. So anyway, let's go ahead and start off with this license plate and see what you guys think of it. Looks pretty typical from the get-go. It's not a Kansas plate, believe it or not. It's a Montana plate. So we're going to flip the camera around. We're going to show you this plate. Peter's here. Yep, the cans, actually all the cans I got last weekend, are on the couple weeks ago on that farm pick. I haven't dug any of those out. Oh, yes, I did take that the other day, Brian. They did not measure it. They said they can go on weight, and it will go for $60. Glenn's here. So, yeah. She said there's no place to put dimensions in. It's just showing $60. Now, she is quitting in about 10 days. So, if you can get that to me as soon as possible, I want to get that shipped before anything changes because they did not measure it. So, we're going to keep our fingers crossed that that works out and they'll still take it that way. All right. Let's see. Bill's here. Jeff from Ottawa. Glad you guys all made it tonight. Let's go ahead and flip this thing around, check out a few cool pieces tonight. Norma's back with us. Great to see Norma again. I haven't seen Norma in a while. Glad you're here. All right, like I said, kind of maybe a shorter episode tonight, but that's okay. We're still going to check out a couple of cool things. That's just kind of the way my day went today. So, but we're going to start off with a license plate, which is great because Norma's here. This is a Montana plate from 1959. So when we look at this, it looks like a Montana 1959 license plate. Jim's here with us. It's an aluminum plate, raw aluminum, black letters and numerals, and kind of just pretty much a basic type license plate. Now, so what's special about this plate? This is kind of what I thought was weird. I mean, most of us know where license plates were made back in the day, but they didn't actually put it on the license plate and advertise where it was made like they did on this one. This is literally has prison made stamped right into the license plate. It's kind of weird because it has the whole shape stamped in here, but it's a completely rectangle plate. But the prison made is literally stamped in there. So definitely thought that was kind of different. I mean, most people knew that's where they were made, but they didn't usually like to actually advertise it. Next toy that we've got, Glenn wants it. Yeah. Honestly, I bought that because I was going to sell it to you guys. And I paid way too much money for it because I figured I'll at least get my money back. That's a good point, number one. Plate or driver. That's actually an excellent point, number one. I hadn't thought of that. Dennis is here. I actually bought that plate to auction, but Addie's like, that's too cool. We need to keep it. So here it is. The next thing we're going to check out a toy that I got last week. We've looked at one similar to this in the past. And this is kind of one of my more favorite body styles on this particular toy because I had one of these when I was a little kid. I got one of these trucks when I was about 3 or 4. I have not, to this date, been able to find an exact replica of the truck that I had. There's a picture of me getting it at Christmas when I was probably 3. It was green, and I have not been able to find that exact truck. So, but I have found a couple over the last year or so that are the same body style. And there's another reason I like this body style as well. We'll get into it here in just a second. And this is the Super Cab Nylint truck from the late 70s. Now, the one I had was green body, and I think it had a red roof. Wall DC's here. This one says bike buggy on it. Now, if I remember correctly, the one that I had did have dirt bikes in the back, but I don't remember for sure. Ken's here, mix on. But obviously, and this truck, I mean, it's missing, I said, I don't know if it's missing the Nylint here and then the bike buggy here, I'm assuming, but it's got a sticker on each side. All the original tires and wheels are there. Bottom side looks good. Rear bumper is faded but not broke off. Same thing with the nose, faded but not broke off. Now, the other reason that I'm a fan of these trucks, Z-Bear made it tonight, is right back there. Behind the license plates, my 78 F-250 Super Cab. Just like the one that Dad and I used to haul cars and trucks with when I was a kid. We hauled a lot of Buicks with that old Ford. Mike from Texas is here. And obviously, this being in the late 70s, there were only 2 extended cab pickups at that time, Dodge and Ford. Pete's here. And obviously, this one does not look like the Dodge. This has to be pretty much modeled after the mid to late 70s Ford Super Cab. So, multiple reasons. Like I said, I got another one of these trucks, same configuration, just not, different colors. But there again, still haven't found the one I'm looking for, but I love grabbing these things just because of the ties to the one I had when I was a kid and the ties to the Super Cab Fords of that era, which I'm obviously a big fan of. One more thing we want to catch tonight. '73 Buick, man, his dad had one. It's just saying about the same thing, so. I don't need to justify my purchases. Well, some of this stuff I actually do have a reason for buying. Not usually, but sometimes I do. Other than it's cool. But that is the reason I like that particular Super Cab style of Nylint truck. Now, the next one, I bought this last week, and I probably paid retail for it, or pretty close to it. But it was worth it. This is from the Hubley Manufacturing Company. Hook and Ladder. A Hubley kitty toy. Number 463. Original box. The other end is torn out, but look at that thing peeking out of there. A little bit of damage to the box over here. Peter's got a 76 F-250 down under. That's cool. So let's take a look at this thing. Now, I have not touched this. I have not polished it. I have not waxed it. I've not done anything. There's the other end of the box. There's the ladder. Model kits, we can start squeezing some model kits in probably. I don't have tons of them, but I do have quite a few up there. I don't know how many I've got up there, 50 or 60, I don't know. So, obviously, the ladder inside the box, it was actually tucked up under here like this is how I got it. Obviously, it's pretty nice. Not perfect, but pretty nice. Hubley kitty toy. Made in the USA, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, number 463. Jim had one. He remembers this one. But obviously, this is a beautiful piece. Here's where the ladder would hook on. A few small scuffs and scratches, you know, because it's been in storage for years. But one thing that we can learn is look at this on this chrome grill where they painted it. No, this is metal. This is actually like a pot metal, like a soft cast metal. If we look at this front grill where they painted the silver, they barely got it covered. I mean, we can literally see the red through it. Same in the headlights. So as we look at some of these used original ones, you know, it's kind of funny to see how this one being brand new, that was never that thick or covered that well to start with. Balun Wire's here. Obviously, the original tires and wheels, which are still kind of even halfway soft, which is almost unheard of. So definitely got to be 50s era. Let me give you an idea how big this is. Just to put it into perspective for you guys, about a little over 7 inches long. So now you can see why I was so excited about grabbing this one for myself. Oh, something else I just noticed that I hadn't caught them before is if we look here where the ladder slides on these pegs, this actually has a small piece of spring steel. Yeah, sometimes the boxes are worth more. Thanks for that, Mike. Appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. Love that. Appreciate it. X-Ray Dean's here. Just broke 19,000 subs yesterday. So let's get on that push to 20,000. I'm excited to see that. I can't believe that with your guys' help and support, I'm looking at pushing 20,000 subscribers. So please like, share, and subscribe if you have not. But that little piece of spring steel kind of helps hold that. Thanks, Peter. But there she is. That's the one I was excited about. That's the one that I absolutely bought for me and Addie to keep for our collection. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. It's super cool to hit 19,000. Except it just makes you want 20,000 even more. 20,000 is a pretty big number. And hoping that we can get there. Like number one said, let's try to do it before we get to the gathering of the nobodies, maybe, which would be super cool. But we'll see how it works out. See, there is a little scuff in this right there. There's a little scratch on the top, but it's a cool piece. So now you can see why I told you the other night there was a piece that I was really excited about. That was it. You got to keep in there, hanging in there, stay consistent. Balun Wire just takes time and work and consistency. Because I sure don't know what I'm doing, so anybody can do it if I can do it. Billy Bowman made it tonight. Hubley never did have very good paint. Well, and that's a perfect example, Jim. When we look at that and see how thin that was, perfect example. And we got a brand new piece here to confirm that. So real quick, we'll recap for some of our late joiners. The prison-made 1959 Montana plate. The Nylint Super Cab pickup from the late 70s. And the brand new Hubley hook and ladder truck, metal body, rubber wheels, number 263, I believe, 463. Number 463 in the Hubley line. Gary, I don't think I'm ever going to run out of Big A Banks. I think you know that. I don't think I'm ever going to run out of Big A Banks. We'll have to get some of those out for the gathering of the Nobodies on April 20th, some of those Big A Banks. I think I've got a lifetime supply. But glad to see you on, Gary. Good to hear. Great to hear from you. Awesome, Peter. Yep, hopefully we're working towards that 20,000 number. So that's my next goal. We're over 19,000. That big push on to 20. That would be so cool. So anyway, that's what I've got for you guys tonight to check out on some Toy Tuesday. So anyway, that's what's happening. Some neat stuff. Even though we didn't have a lot of quantity tonight, I thought it was pretty good stuff and definitely worth spending a few minutes on. So do a 24-hour live stream on the Gathering of the Nobodies weekend. And some nobodies that show up, we can hit 22,000. 2 friends, 2 enemies, and 2 strangers. There you go. Great idea. Peter wants another sign, okay? Pappy's here. All right, we want to catch another sign. Peter wants another sign. We'll look at one more sign real quick. We'll just work our way down from the title, I guess, from last week. The Gathering of the Nobodies, Gary. Actually, quite a few viewers now are signed up to come to Great Bend, Kansas, meet each other, hang out at the yard, and drink a little beer, eat a little food, check out some cars, and meet all of us that hang out on here every Sunday and Tuesday night. The Gathering of the Nobodies, April 20th here in Great Bend, Kansas. So let's go ahead. Peter wants a sign. Peter's not letting us stack up on the signs. Let's go over here, check out another sign. We'll just work our way down the row and check out this Texaco. And this is a big one. Let's see. Let's get this adjusted a little bit. See something on the bottom of the piles behind you. This Texaco, this is a big one. This would be considered. That's right, Gary. Yep, you can get on the list and sure come down and hang out and meet all of us. Check out the yard. This is a big size. This would have been comparable. Pete's got an email thread. When we get off, I will run in and grab Pete's email address here in just a second for you guys that don't know anything about it, and get you so you can get signed up and get on the email thread. This is double-sided porcelain. It does have a few whammos. There's one right there on the T in the green. And up there towards the top, there's a couple whammos. But overall, this is a pretty nice sign. This would have been, a big one, way up in the air, comparable to what would have been like a 6 foot in diameter round. I think this is about, if I remember correctly, about 6 long and about 4 high. It's a lot of sign. It's big, being double-sided porcelain. It's got some heft to it for sure. I don't know if you guys can see the back of it very well or not. But it is a great looking sign. It definitely takes up some real estate, but it's got a nice shine to it. Was definitely happy to add that one to the collection. Fortunately, that's one that we bought probably 8 or 10 years ago before these things really took off. At the time, I think I probably paid what it was worth. But, by today's standards, I got a great deal on it. Actually, come to think of it, when I bought that sign, I got 2 killer toys with it. I forgot about those toys. Those are at home. I need to bring those 2 toys down and share those with you because those were killer toys. I was really excited about those other toys. We need to bring those down and check those out and share them with you guys. So, hang on here for just a second. I'm going to run in the office, and I'm going to grab Pete's email address since we've got some guys on tonight that want to get on that thread. So bear with me. I'll be back in just 1 second. If you are interested in the gathering of the nobodies, here is Pete's email address, badboychevrolets@gmail.com. Pete has a full email thread with a tentative itinerary and of what we want to do. On Friday the 19th, a lot of you guys are planning on coming in Friday the 19th. Yeah, I need to bring those toys down. Those are great because they're at home on the shelf in the office. A lot of you guys are coming in Friday the 19th. We are going to congregate down at Dry Lake Brewing here in Great Bend. As people come in Friday night, they've got a private party room. Well, that's not really a private party room. It's right off the main area. But they've got a separate party room that they have marked for us that night. So we're going to hang out there. Perfect, Tweedledee. Great. Then Saturday morning, we are going to go to the yard, walk around, check things out, look at the cars, take pictures of the cars. We're going to have silent auction that day. We're going to have some raffle prizes. I'm going to have some stuff for sale if you guys are interested. Some stuff that really wouldn't be easy to ship, but you can sure throw in your trunk or throw in your pickup and take home with you. So we'll have some of that stuff available. Saturday night, I haven't decided what we're doing. We'll probably end up back at the brewery, but we're throwing some different ideas around for food. We're not going to have time to build a car, Tweedledee. There's no way that's not going to happen. So that's kind of the rough, tentative idea of what we've got planned. Honestly, I didn't think this would come together, but at this point, we're almost maxed out on the amount of people I think we're going to be able to take. So if you want to come, be sure to email Pete, get on the list. Let Pete know whether you are definitely coming or a maybe, because we're getting real close to what I think we're going to be able to handle on maximum people. Yep, I understand, 73 Buick, man. There's no way we can pick a date that works for everybody. But based on the response we've had for this, I'm sure we'll be doing another one. Whether we do one in the fall or whether we wait till next spring, we don't know yet. But you never know what could happen. But if you're interested in coming to Great Bend, Kansas for the Gathering of the Nobodies on April 20th, please email Pete. It sure looks like it's going to turn into one, Tweedledee, because we've gotten really great response from you guys. And I'm getting more excited about it the better the response we're getting. That's right. It definitely came together out of nowhere. But that's because you guys want to meet each other, want to hang out, want to have fun, and that's what's important, and that's why we're doing it. So that is tentatively what we're looking at schedule-wise. Please email Pete. We're close to 30 people, and I don't think we're going to be able to take much more than that just because of the logistics of where we're going to be and what we've got planned, because we really didn't expect it to turn into much more than this. So, but like we talked about Sunday night, and I understand, Tweedledee, that happens. I mean, there's just no way we get a date right for everybody. Because we want to have this done and organized the week before. Pete has been kind enough to make name tags for everybody, and we want to have all the names in the raffle can prior to that week. I do not want to be doing all this Friday afternoon or Saturday morning. Whoever's coming, we want them registered. We want we want names in the raffle can. We want everything organized. Perfect, Gary. That'd be great. So that's why we're being kind of insistent about getting signed up, registered, so that we're ready for everyone and make sure that we do it right. Pete's helping out. Rico's going to be helping out. So we've got a lot of cool things planned, and it really looks like it's going to come together. So actually, Pete said the same thing the other day. It could be the next Hershey or something like that. I think you guys are getting a little optimistic. But I am pretty sure it's going to be a fun weekend. The crowd that we've got signed up is awesome. And you guys are coming from all over. That's what's great. We've got, I bet, 8 or 10 different states represented that are coming in. That's been discussed. We'll see if that comes together, Gary. But like I said, we're literally kind of hammering the details out. Winter Nobodies like the Winter Nationals. I don't think you want to come here in the winter. We get some good days in the winter, but we get some really bad days in the winter too. Yeah, it'd be a little tough for you, Peter. I can understand that. But that's why we're being kind of insistent about getting signed up and knowing who's coming. And also, we want to do it right. And now that we have an idea that we've got good feedback and an idea of how many people are coming, now we can really get these details nailed down on food, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, things like that. When we're going to be at the yard. I'm sure you guys want to come into town and see the good cars. I don't think anybody from California at this point, Dean. I don't think we got anybody from California yet. But and I don't blame you guys. I don't want anybody to feel bad about not coming because this is a big, big commitment. And I mean, I'm ecstatic for all you guys that are coming. I think it's amazing. But I completely understand that, that it's just not feasible for some people. So, I mean, I don't want anybody to feel obligated like they have to or bad about not coming because I completely understand this is a big commitment and I super appreciate everybody that is willing to come. The hotel information is on that email. They do have a block of rooms for the nobodies that weekend at the Best Western. Pretty nice Holiday Inn. Or not Holiday Inn, Best Western, excuse me. As of right now, unless things just get completely crazy on the farm, Tractor Mike is planning on being in the house all weekend. So we know that's going to be a good time, I think. We know it's going to be fun. We don't know how many poor decisions will be made, but it will be fun one way or the other. So looking forward to that as well. But anyway, that being said, guys, I super appreciate you guys stopping by tonight. We had a great crowd. I hope you enjoyed the toys. We'll look at them one more time real quick for anybody that came on late. The 1959 Montana prison-made license plate. The Nylint Super Cab pickup. Piatone, yes, if you're in the Chicago area, you definitely want to catch Piatone. As well as the new old stock Hubley hook and ladder with original box. Glenn's still trying to buy it. Now, none of these pieces are going to hit the auction. That's all a surprise. I can see it. I got a whole pile of toys right over there. Pile of toys right over there. You guys can't see them because they're going in the auction. You don't get to see them until they go into the auction. And there's one truck over there that I really had to tell myself when I bought it, no, dum-dum, it's got to go to the auction. You've been keeping more trucks than you're selling, so some of this stuff has to go. But I got some stuff yesterday that you guys is going to blow your mind. And you're going to see it April 20th. I got 3 pieces. I bought it all because I was going to sell some of it to you guys, maybe raffle a piece, maybe sell it, I don't know. All 3 pieces are so cool that I don't know, only 37 hours. That's minor for number one. But you guys, I can't wait to share this stuff with you guys on April 20th. Plus, Sunday night, we will start revealing the raffle prizes or the door prizes. I guess not really a raffle because everybody that shows up is going to get an entry into the can for the drawing at the yard that day. So, that's why we need you registered ahead of time to make sure you're in that can for the drawing. So we're going to start revealing those prizes Sunday night. We'll do a couple each week as we work our way up to the April 20th gathering of the Nobodies. Some of these are a little bit bigger, so if I can't get them in the office, I'll have a picture of them. But I'll probably be able to come with 6 or 8 door prizes that we're just going to give away. And then, like I said, we'll have a silent auction going on. Some of this stuff I'm just going to slap prices on them if you guys are interested. And I bet there's some cool stuff some of you guys are going to end up taking home. So, but anyway, that being said, looking forward to it. Thanks, guys. I super appreciate all the support. I can't believe you guys are willing to make this happen. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. I need to talk to my buddy at the brewery, get the details nailed down with him. But he does have the room blocked off for us. But I don't think it's going to be enough, really, not for the amount of people that are coming in. I think we're going to be spilling over into the main bar area. But, hey, that's fine. So, like I said, one more time, please, email Pete. Yep, and that's what I'm telling everybody. We just want to be prepared. We want to do this right. Pete is helping organize this stuff from Arkansas, so I want to make it as simple on him as possible. and you guys confirming with him as soon as possible, that makes things a lot easier for him. The hotel information is on the page with the pricing and their number. You can call them direct. As of right now, we are pushing 30 people. So we'll see as we get a little closer if some people drop off and if we get some more confirmed. But it's going to be a fun weekend, and I'm shocked, I'm humbled, I'm flattered that you guys are willing to make this happen, because that's what is making it happen, is all of you guys with your support and and helping out what we do here, sharing the videos around with your friends, sharing the videos on Facebook, supporting what we do here, participating in the auctions, participating in the gathering of the nobodies. It's amazing. It's very humbling. So, and for that, I thank all of you. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to get back to work. I'm sure you guys have things to do on Tuesday evening other than sit here and watch me. But thanks for stopping by tonight. Had a great time with you guys. Give me a few minutes, Brian, because I got to get things wound down here, pick some stuff up. So give me a few minutes and then give me a shout, and we can try to get this wrapped up. So anyway, that will do it for me tonight. Thanks for being here. We've got, man, I got so much stuff coming up. I got to get some of that Pioneer Village video stuff up. Waiting on some pictures. A Tonight Show set and do interviews. I've actually got some ideas for like a Tonight Show set, believe it or not. Number one, it's kind of crazy that you say that, because I'll just tell you, I don't know if I'll ever get it put together, but I've got this chrome and green vinyl couch that came out of a Buick Cadillac dealership from the 70s. And it is like, literally, dude, it's an L shape, green vinyl, chrome plated vinyl couch straight out of a dealership waiting room. I mean, the only thing it needs next to it is one of those ashtrays that had the little flipper on it where you pushed it and it flipped open. That's what it looks like. I want to sit that in front of my alignment cabinet that I just got. So I've been thinking. I don't know if we'll ever get that far, but it would sure be cool to do. So we'll see if that happens one of these days or not, but I got the idea. So, but anyway, cockpit selfies for dollar proceeds on a 50-50 for the Pioneering Girls. That's a great idea. I hadn't thought of that. And we need to do a Toy Tuesday we will do that here sometime in the next few weeks. We will do a Toy Tuesday from the cockpit. Now, the cockpit is not complete. They did pull the radios and stuff out of it. Yeah, it is such a retro couch. It is so late 60s, early 70s. It's insane. But that's why I love it. That's why it's so great. So, yeah, the radios are out of it. One seat is missing. But there's still a lot of controls in there. Manual landing gear crank. So we will definitely do a live Toy Tuesday from the cockpit sometime soon. So we got all kinds of cool stuff coming up. I can't wait to see you guys on April 20th. We'll get some more stuff up this week. I don't know whether it's going to be new inventory, Pioneer Village. Only one that's not going to have as much fun as you guys going. Yeah. But it's going to be a good time. So thanks for being here tonight, everybody. Stay tuned. We got a lot more cool stuff coming up this week. And as always, we hope to see you right back here, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, Sunday evening for some Sunday night live chat. We'll have a lot of cool stuff ready for that as well. No, I'm not going to Piatone. That's just too far for me to go. And to be honest with you, I've been buying so many cars lately, I don't need to worry about going and buying a bunch more signs right now. So there's Leo. Glad you're here, Leo. So one more time, email Pete if you want to get on the list for the Gathering of the Nobodies. And we will see you all 7 o'clock Sunday night for some Sunday night live chat. Thanks for watching tonight, everybody. Have a great week.